I'm absolutely delighted to take you on a fascinating journey into the world of auction theory in financial markets. Now, don't let the fancy name intimidate you. This is actually one of the most practical and powerful concepts you'll ever learn about how markets really work. Think of it as understanding the secret language that buyers and sellers use every single day. By the end of this presentation, you'll see the financial markets in a completely new light.
Right then, let's dive straight in. Auction theory is brilliant in its simplicity. It's all about how markets bring buyers and sellers together, just like at your local farmer's market, but on a massive global scale. The market is constantly searching for that sweet spot we call equilibrium. Imagine it as a perfectly balanced seesaw, where neither buyers nor sellers have the upper hand. When this happens, everyone's comfortable, prices are fair, and trading flows smoothly. It's the law of supply and demand at its finest.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. Markets exist in two fundamental states. Think of them as different weather patterns. First, we have equilibrium. This is like a calm, steady day where prices move sideways in gentle waves. Everyone's happy, trading along nicely. But then, boom! New information hits the market like a sudden storm. This creates imbalance, where one side takes control and prices start trending strongly up or down. And here's the golden nugget. These imbalances create our most profitable trading opportunities.
Brilliant! Now let me share the 3 magical ingredients that make all of this work. I call them the Holy Trinity of price discovery. First, we have price. This is our explorer, constantly testing new levels to see how traders react. Then we have time. This is our validator, showing us how long prices stay at certain levels. If price lingers somewhere, it means traders are accepting that value. Finally, volume. This is our enthusiasm meter, showing us just how interested traders are at different price levels. More volume means more interest.
Here's a fascinating insight that'll change how you see trading forever. When prices move in a nice, comfortable range, it's like a negotiation between buyers and sellers. The fairest price sits right in the middle. We call this the value area. But here's the clever bit. When prices move to the extremes, one side always thinks it's unfair. Buyers see high prices as expensive. Sellers see low prices as cheap. This creates that beautiful range-bound trading where smart money buys low and sells high.
Now, what happens when this cozy arrangement breaks down? Magic, that's what. When prices break out of their comfortable value zone, we're witnessing a potential shift in perception. But here's the key question. Will this new price level be accepted or rejected? If traders embrace it, shown by sideways movement and healthy volume, we have a new value area. If they reject it, prices snap back like a rubber band. It's this endless cycle that drives every market move.
The beauty of auction theory lies in its universal application. It works on every market, every time frame, everywhere. Whether you're dealing with stocks, currencies, commodities, or even the unpredictable world of cryptocurrency, these principles stand steadfast. And here's the truly liberating part. Instead of getting bogged down with the question of why the market is moving, simply focus on understanding how it moves based on current conditions. The market, in its infinite wisdom, reveals all through price, time, and volume.
What a journey we've been on. You now understand the fundamental logic behind every price movement in financial markets. Remember, markets spend most of their time in equilibrium. That's the natural state. But when imbalances occur, that's where opportunities arise. Armed with auction theory, you can read market conditions like a seasoned professional. The key is to focus on what's happening right now, not yesterday's news. Go forth and trade with confidence.
All right, so hopefully that wasn't too bad. I don't know if you noticed, but there are a few parallels to what Wyckoff teaches and what ICT teaches. Now, some of you might say, well, there's a few little things that would contradict ICT. And to a certain degree, yes, that's true. But if you actually take a really deep look at it, a few of the things that they say in terms of, like, for instance, when market's ranging, there have been times in some of ICT's teachings where he says that even though price is consolidating, that is the big banks offloading their trades and not necessarily wanting to show their upper hand, at least not yet. And to kind of correlate that with what Wyckoff teaches is that banks are indeed trading in those ranges, right? However way you want to interpret it, that's up to you. But it also goes to show how subjective trading really is, but they both kind of in a sense trade the same way. Now, before I go, guys, as you already know, I have a ton of resources for you. You can join the Discord, follow me on social media, leave your questions in the comments down below. You can also ask me questions in the Discord directly. I mean, I'm everywhere. And I also have links to like different prop firms that you guys can use, prop firms that I at least would recommend trading if I were to give financial advice, not that I'm giving it. And, you know, guys, just make sure you do your research on everything that I teach, backtest, all that good stuff. All right. And if you are looking for a good backtesting software, I also have links in the description for that as well. Now, obviously, guys, before I go, I like to leave you guys with a little bit of wisdom, you know, just a little something. And this is from the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verses 1 through 6. And it says, "The souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and no torment will ever touch them. In the eyes of the foolish, they seem to have died, and their departure was considered suffering, and their going from us, destruction, but they are at peace. For though in the sight of man they were punished, their hope is full of immortality. Having been disciplined a little, they will receive great good. Because God tested them and found them worthy of himself, as gold in the furnace, he tested them, and as a whole burnt offering, he accepted them." Now, this was for when you're facing deep pain or injustice and want to be reminded, just because it looks like you're losing doesn't mean you are. The real scoreboard is spiritual, not physical. And as always, guys, strive for progress and not for perfection. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.